Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to the other semi-finals of this World Series 2021. Another best of 13, Shaye against Excal. Down at the bottom left, we have the mighty Shaye with the blue China Vanilla. And then up in the top right, we have Excal with the purple super weapon general. Very interesting matchup here on this map. Which army do you prefer? Because I actually think it's pretty balanced. I don't think it's massively in favor of a particular army. So yeah, we could see either a 1-1 or a 2-0 start here. Obviously, this is the second semi-final. I did cast these in the wrong order though. So Google Fargo actually happened second, and Excal Shaye already happened. But yeah, I wanted to get the Google and Fargo games out of the way before someone spoiled the result, because I had loads of messages on Discord, and every time I read something or I check, not Facebook, if I check like yeah, Discord or the forums or anything, it spoils the results. So yeah, I like to spoil as least results as possible. We've got Excal going for a oil capture and a V. So we've done 2 missile defenders, 1 ranger inside of here, and then he's gone for the oils. Shaye, meanwhile, 3 tank hunters straight down the middle of the map, and then he's preparing a troop crawler behind this. Now, I think a lot of people here, I did a poll, and a lot of viewers on my channel voted for Excal to win this. I think it was like 80 or 90%, something like that, picked Excal. And whilst he might be the favorite, Shaye has actually done pretty okay, or pretty good, against Excal in tournaments before. Shaye has actually left this oil unattended, and Excal going for them oils. He's got 2 already, and getting a 3rd and sending this V now into Shaye's base. Now, whether this gets a lot done or not, it's at least distracting Shaye. But Shaye does have a troop crawler and 3 tank hunters already inside of Excal's base. But Excal with the 3 oils, his economy is really, really solid at the moment. This V continues the push. He's going to try to get some dozers. It is Excal, of course, so you can anticipate he's probably going to try to get some dozers, and he does get 1 straight away there. He's force firing the flamer there. Ooh, gonna flame his own tank. And this V here having trouble dealing with this troop crawler. So Excal not completely... Ooh, I thought he was gonna flame another one then. Yeah, I was gonna say Excal not completely immortal, because whilst he's not taken very many defeats throughout this tournament, I think Dark 9 is so far the only guy to take a win away from Excal and give Excal a loss. Certainly you're seeing here this dude could damage. The supply's gone down and several Vs have gone down, but there are rangers there now, and Excal's already expanded over here. Shaye, meanwhile, is still on War Factory Barracks, 2 supplies. 1 dozer just chilling here. I would like him to expand a little bit quicker, because he's got 4k in the bank now, and there's no reason to be sitting down on 4k. He does have a few tank hunters still in the base, but they're going to get chased away easily by the rangers. Shaye's got the oils back, so he's got 2 for himself, and then he's got Excal also on 2. But this one here is going to get flamed down now, and then I think that's Shaye going to be taking the advantage economically, but at least. But why is Shaye not expanding here? That's what I don't understand. He's got 3.1k. There is literally no reason why you would not be expanding, unless he's just scared of losing the dozer or something, or just pumping everything into aggression right now. Sending loads of tank hunters forward. He's building an airfield. But yeah, that 3rd should have already been taken. That's a mistake there, in my opinion. This GAT is going to get past this EMP, and the GAT will get disabled by the EMP in the end. And this bunker here, the front is now going to be engaged by all of these infantry units here from Shaye. Would like Shaye to get these artillery platforms as well, because he's got loads of red guard out, and there are so many artillery platforms. They're so useful for chipping away at the Vs. So I would like him to do that. Another bunker here is going to fall. There's a few tank hunters, sorry, a few missile defenders inside of there, and they're all going to get gunned down. But these Vs are moving across the map, and the troop crawler there is going to go down. This is where it would be handy to have these, because they'd be shooting, and you might get lucky and a few shots might hit, and it'll slow down these Vs a lot. MiG's now up, no napalm just yet. A big infantry blob continues the push. Also a flamer continuing the push as well, but there's flashbangs out. Plenty of rangers here. Red Guard going to go forward and actually engage with the rangers. This V army here taking out the oil. And Excal looking under a bit of pressure, but Shaye also looking under a bit of pressure. I'd say probably advantage Shaye right now But it's just that extra supply. I don't understand why he's not expanded. So Excal's really good at expanding. He's expanded to his third now. Like, China is, I think, the best army to expand because you've got $1,500 supplies, which are cheaper than the $2,000 USA supplies. Your trucks are worth less. So if they go down, it's not as big as an investment as building a $1,200 Chinook, because a truck costs half of that. And the supplies build insanely quick. Like, look how fast that builds. But then the thing is, you build that supply, it pays for itself really quick because it's only cheap. And then it kind of scales up. Then that's increasing your economy even more. So then there's no reason why you can't expand to another one. Excal does have hold of these bunkers, though, so he's got to be careful of his dozer. He's dropping down another airfield now. He's now getting the artillery platforms. He's got the MiGs in the air. Rangers here doing a good job at holding, but I still give advantage to Shaye, especially if he clears out these buildings and expands to another supply. And he's expanding over here as well. Well, actually sending some units there at least. EMP over there for Excal. Excal for now is just holding with his V-Army and his Avengers. But the thing is, he's kept in his base. That's the supply there has been denied by the Flamer. Excal doesn't have the refinery. Neither player has the refinery by the looks of things. These Gats here are going to go down to the EMP. Quite a few EMPs there going up. But the thing is, when a player plays so defensive like that, dropping down loads of EMPs, just keeping the V-Blob in their army, in their base, that's when you capitalize on it. That's when you expand and take over the whole map and make loads and loads of MiGs. I definitely think laying off the infantry now is probably a good idea. Maybe just grabbing like the occasional bunker here and there just to slow the V-Army down. But you definitely want to be mass producing MiGs. Drone there has gone down. Got quite a lot of mine investment. Another big infantry push here from Shaye. That oil obviously went down. That oil's gone down. No expansion. And no expansion from either player. But I think that one's more risky. But the bottom right one, as soon as that CC's up, I definitely would be expanding to the mid and also that bottom right. But he's still investing in infantry, even though there are so many flashbangs out. Excal's army deep in the back of the base. He's got a strat up now and he's building an airfield. So you can only imagine Auroras are going to be on the way. Yeah, I definitely give it Shaye advantage. Just look at the amount of blue stuff on the map right now. Now Shaye's doing the right thing. A little bit late, but he is still doing the right thing. Getting the supplies, getting his refinery, doing everything right at the moment. Search and destroy now deployed. So these, all the units now going to gain the benefit. I think Roller's previously said that the firebase is actually gaining 20% extra range as well, but it's not true. I've tested it and it's not true. Base defenses don't get the advantage. Only the units do. Only the ground units. Blaze look there on the Gat. Quite a few Gats being mixed in by Shaye. Is that too many Gats and not enough mix? Because Excal's army here. Oh, there's an Aurora out, and it's going to hit the Gats. Does kill 2, but that Gat doesn't target the Aurora to punish it on the way out. And Shaye now going to move in with an infantry blob here against these EMPs at the top. Gat in the base takes out one of the Chinooks. Shaye circling with loads of MiGs, but not enough in my opinion. I think he needs more. MiGs are just king here. MiGs could be taking out these EMPs for free whilst the infantry are engaging. MiGs could be taking out this. If you've got 8, you can break through there. He needs to be chipping away, just kind of sitting, chilling at the moment, isn't he? Got 6 MiGs only. Aurora at the moment is just picking off more of Shaye's army. He's now moving back into the base. The MiGs can't come in and hit this. I think Shaye's scared of landing in case of a drop and Aurora on his MiG. So he wants to only shoot when he can guaranteed kill some Vs, I think. This oil here is going down as well. Excal under some pressure for sure. Still think Shaye's leading. Shaye's actually expanded here to 2 supplies in the mid. Another Aurora though, and these guys are going flying. Soon, both players are going to be level 3. Carpet and artillery could be deadly actually towards Excal. But also Pathfinders are going to be pretty hard. That's a nice little place for the Flamer, actually, because with this little mountain, the Vs are actually having a hard time, and the Vs are actually taking damage there, and his refinery's going down as well. But yeah, Shaye's floating 5.6k. He's built another war factory, but building Gats is not the answer for this. In fact, Gats are one of the few things here that are just going to get completely owned by this. The only answer here is the MiGs. Another airfield going down now. A bit late. Aurora's coming in. And is he going to target that Aurora and punish it? It doesn't manage to finish it. And you see what I mean about these Vs? Killing the $800 GATs. MiGs now coming in. Need to come in together, though. Nice move there from Excal. Moves the V back and then puts the Avengers forward. Took out a load of MiGs there. So that was the moment, really, Shaye was waiting for. But, yeah, unfortunate event. I mean, yeah, that literally, that one attack there could have either won or lost Shaye the game. And, yeah, suddenly it's now not looking that great for Shaye, because how is he going to break? He's still dropping down more war factories. What the hell? Why is he dropping down more war factories? He doesn't... If you're going to make more war factories, okay, ECM Inferno, something like that might be good here. But just making GATs that have got absolutely no chance against these makes absolutely no sense to me. Excal now moving into the base, and these war factories, well, that's war factories just been built, is now going to have to be sold pretty much straight away. Excal creeping forward, but this is where the MiG numbers, if you had the MiG numbers to break through this, even if you could just pick off half of that and sacrifice some MiGs, that would be absolutely excellent. Shaye could expand over here. He's still collecting on the mid, though, but that one has been denied. Excal now continuing the push into the base. He's still got Auroras. He's got A10 now coming in. There's GATs here with no ECM, no chain gun. Excal continuing the push. GATs surround the army. Pick off one ambulance maybe. But I mean, one ambulance for... Wow, 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 wow. What a nice Aurora hit there from Excal. Very, very nice indeed. But the thing is, yeah, you're making useless GATs against a really powerful army. And now Shaye is getting completely obliterated in a turn of events. Carpet Bomb comes in, tries to hit the army, kills 2 Avengers, and Shaye quits. GG.
You are victorious.
Well played, 1-0 there for Excal. That was looking very good for Shaye, and looking at that now, I think it is a China map. I think China should be winning there, because Shaye was in a really, really commanding position. Look at his money difference, and in my opinion, that should be even higher as well, but he should have had pure MiGs out. Just look at the units destroyed compared to units lost. But I mean, that's the way it should be anyway. You would expect super weapons to lose less units and to be more efficient. You would expect that, but... yeah, the lack of expansion and the lack of MiGs, that is the reason for the loss there, purely that. So yeah, GG, well played. He probably could have denied Excal's oil as well. Maybe he could have done that. Maybe send in... How could he have denied them? Send more red guard into to all oils. Maybe 2 red guards to each oil, something like that. Yeah, GG, well played. Okay, so jumping into the rematch, the reverse rather. So we've got Excal now down in the bottom left with the purple China vanilla. Up in the top right, we've got Shaye with the super weapon general in the blue. Yeah, I remember probably a couple of years ago now, but I always remember I asked Size, which army do you prefer in China vanilla versus super weapon? It's a bit vague because I think it depends on the map. Obviously here we're talking about a gigantic map that takes ages to get across the map. It's like a troop crawler rush is going to be less effective on this map than it would be on like the map called Scorched Earth, for example, where it's a very, very close map, or Tournament Desert is even closer too. But this is gigantic. There's so many supplies. But yeah, it's a bit of a vague question, but I remember Size answered me and he said that he prefers the China. Whether that means he thinks it's stronger or not, I don't know, that he preferred to play it. But I think here it is a China map, so am I expecting a 2-0 here from Excal? Maybe. First game, as I've said before, does have a big mental impact on the rest of the game. If you put your 100% into game number 1, you think you're going to win, and then you completely get destroyed in the last few minutes, which he kind of did. He's actually copying the build order. Is he copying the build order outright? I think he is. Shaye is maybe the 2 barracks. I don't know if Excal went for 2 barracks or not, but it looks like he's checked the replay and copying the build. But Excal is doing pretty much what I said and sending more red guards to the oils. So he's going to secure 3. Only this one here is too far away. Excal's actually gone for a quick airfield and made a helix, actually. Interesting position for the airfield because it's out of the position of the drone. Helix is going to continue flying around. He's just trying to delay time, I think, to try and get the Gatling on. But has he revealed himself with the drone? I think he probably has. Gatlick's now coming in, and I think the Gatlick's here will be able to clear up everything. It's going to kill the V, and is now going to deny the oil, and Excal will secure that oil. So now what is Shaye going to be able to do about that? That's a very, very nice strat, to be honest. I suppose that's one way Shaye could have beat Excal in the previous game. And I think that's one reason, giant reason why Excal is so good, is he's good at coming up with the build orders. Yeah, very, very good at coming up with the strat. Yeah, not many people would be making a Gatlics against USAs, but we are seeing it a lot more lately. Laserlock comes in on the Helix. Now, is that Helix going to be moved out of the way in time, or is the Gatlics going to clear up everything? The Gatlics does clear up everything. Nice target in there from Excal. And that is massive, actually, because he's denied that oil and got it for himself. He's not denied this one, not denied that one, but he's won, like, 2 V engagements already. And the Helix is not even dead. The Helix has now survived on low HP. It's going to go back and repair and live to fight another day, another battle. Very, very soon. 2 war factories now from Excal. One Gat here is going to be picked off. Shaye is expanding to a second supply, but no third supply just yet. I can hear buildings being captured everywhere. And it's actually Excal. He's getting the artillery platforms. So that's much sooner than Shaye did in the previous game. Shaye did get him eventually, but it was a lot later. So what this does is any Vs that come in now and they go near there, they have to be on the move consistently. Otherwise, they can take some shots on these artillery platforms and take some damage. Another Gat just sent in. That's pretty much just wasted for Excal, just sent to his death, because even the bunker alone is going to kill that. Never mind just 1 V. I suppose it is a distraction, though. But yeah, I think it's a mistake. Just sending units to their death, because you're just giving Shaye free XP when previously Shaye must have been on pretty low XP. Okay, so quite a few Vs out so far, and I think they're mostly... I thought they were mostly empty, actually, but actually they've got quite a few missile defenders in some of them. 2 or 3 missile defenders in most. Apart from that one, I think is empty. He's going to try and capture this all rather than kill it. Now, is that going to come back to haunt him later on? Or not? Shaye now applying pressure here towards his airfield, but so many purple specks across the map. Claiming they're going to take out that oil, similar to the previous game. Shaye continuing the push with these 4 Vs. MiGs are out, but no napalm just yet. Napalm has just appeared now. And they're going to come in and hit one of the Vs. Only kills one of the Vs. Gatlix moves in with the speaker tower. Because there is not that many missile defenders inside. Not like they're all fully loaded. This V army is now getting completely cleared up here. And this is a bad position for Shaye that he doesn't really want to be in. He's got some units capturing some stuff over here as well. Is he going to lose his oil there? That'll be really annoying if he loses the oil. He's trying to get the crush on all of them, and he misses one. And Excal gets the oil and cleared up everything inside of his base. Excal at the moment does not have the refinery, but he is capturing it. Shaye's ready to capture it. He's capturing it now. Just a little cute supply up here on the hill. And then EMP dropped down here. But yeah, he already lost his oil there, and this one has been captured. So at the moment, economic advantage to Excal. Excal also has pretty much every single bunker on the map. And most of the artillery platforms. Troop crawler over here. MiG comes in, stops the Ranger. This oil that he didn't kill before is now being recaptured there by Excal. MiG's now coming in. EMP disables a Gat here, very, very action-packed. Couple of MiGs being shot down. No MiG armor upgrade just yet. And the MiG actually did survive. These at the moment just being pumped out to try and defend against these Red Guard. But what the problem is when you're fighting them, it leaves your Vs open and they're revealed to where the MiGs can then strike. So Gat's now moving into the base as well. These Vs not being moved. The Gat's not being moved actually either. These Vs just going down. And I think Shaye is falling apart here. And if you just look at across the map, Excal is just everywhere. MiG's now coming in for Excal. Picks off the dozer there. And Shaye quits. GG.
You are victorious.
Well played, 2-0. I think that is a China map. I think Shaye threw it. I think it should be a 1-1. But yeah, Shaye was in a really advantageous position. But I mean, it's all right for me to say from an observer point of view when you're in there, when you're heat at the moment. It's a semi-final. It's probably the biggest tournament of your life. It's very, very different. So 2-0 start there for Excal. Okay, so jumping into the next game, we have got Excal up in the north of Vendetta with the GLA Demolition in the purple. Down in the south, we have Shaye with the blue GLA Demolition. I don't know why I clicked off him. I was just adjusting my mouse for a second. Got Shaye down in the south with the GLA Demolition in the blue. We've seen Excal go for a really quick supply here. Going to go for that really fast TNT. What I always notice, though, is you tend to get the technical out before you've got 4 terrorists out. And you also leave yourself very, very low money because you've built a $1,500 supply there, then you sell it. What do you get back from it? You only get $650 back from it, I think. So it is quite a big investment of the 10k you start with. And then you also don't have enough, like, for tunnels everywhere. Got 2 terrorists out so far. I think if he is making 4 terrorists, he should have... Yeah, he should have 4 terrorists out by the time the technical is out. But you notice there's a lack of tunnels on his supplies at the moment, Excal. Excal actually sending a worker straight down the middle of the map. I think this is more of a scout just to see where the... Well, what is here for a start. Where the technical is and where the tunnel is and all that kind of stuff. Technical now coming in for Excal, and he's going to try and get the crush. But the problem with demo terrorists is that they get crushed easily by the enemy technicals. This is a bit of a bad attack here for Excal. I think he might be... Ooh. Let's kill 1 technical. Could get the scrap here, but is Excal going to deny that or not? I think another tunnel at the front here wouldn't be so bad. Terrorist dropped off by both players there, and actually Excal's hit, but doesn't... Oh, baby! Wow. Wow. Excal on the TNT. I think it was more bad control by Shaye there, to be honest. Because Shaye just carried on with his technical and ran straight into a terrorist. Actually, he ran 2 into it. So straight away now, that's a bad start there for Shaye, because there were 2 terrorists, sorry, 2 technicals running around now. He's getting technicals out, and I suppose the damage hasn't really been done that much to Shaye, because whilst he lost a few techs, now the real damage starts, because losing workers, that's the most painful thing. And these workers over here are going to go down as well. Shaye tried to put them inside of there, but because the technical already shot once, they actually couldn't go in there. But it was a slow reaction from Shaye all around, because he could have saved probably all of them workers if he wanted to. Technical's now pushing across the map. And Excal has seen the sneaky tunnel here at the top right. Very, very action-packed so far. Technical versus technical army again. And Excal now bringing in... What is this? A TNT? Kills the RPGs there. Excal continuing the push, but it's now 4 technicals against Excal's 3. But Excal does have some scrap here. All the RPGs there have been cleaned up. I don't think I've ever seen such a fast-paced... Wow. Yeah, technical micro, like in the beginning of a game before, like this. Absolutely crazy. War Factory there has gone down. I think this is now time, while Shaye's got the extra bit of cash, to start dropping down tunnels in front of that War Factory, because he knows Excal keeps hammering it. So I think now is the time for at least 1 more tunnel in the front there. He's dropping down a demo trap, actually. That could change things, because when there's a lot of technicals running around like that, 1 demo trap could end that entire army, or at least like 50% or 60% of it. No harassment done to Excal's army whatsoever. Sorry, his workers whatsoever. I think one of these technicals could probably go around the map and start picking off some workers. That's a weakness we've seen with Excal before, or something that you can throw in. I remember against Boyka in a GLA mirror. That happened. Demo Trap actually hits and kills a lot of technicals, and suddenly now that is not looking that great for Excal, because all the technicals here for Shaye are going to clear up all of this, and the super techs are going to come out. Yeah, you got a super tech there, I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe it's just the grenade tech, I don't know. Excal has expanded to a 3rd now. Technicals versus technicals in the mid, and suddenly this is actually looking very, very good for Shaye. There's another scrap deny there, stopping the super tech come in. And these technicals now going to run past this other demo trap. Are they going to run into it, though? If they do, that is... I mean, if they do, it's probably GG, because Shaye's now behind in terms of the supplies, but he is finally getting some harassment done here. Excal's actually expanded now a little bit over here on the right hand side, which is weird actually that he's the one expanding, because he was the one with the weird funky build order in the start with the lack of tunnels and the lack of everything in the beginning because of that fast TNT. It's weird that Shaye has no map control whatsoever. Like, you would expect him to at least have the tunnels on the sides. Yeah, that I don't understand. I think this is waiting for that really aggressive one that Excal then spotted. Okay, terrorist tech there for Excal gets shut down. Terrorist inside of it goes down. Technical there for Excal. Sorry, for Shaye gets picked off. A few more technicals now for Excal. And this supply here, is that going to go down? Is that a TNT? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Excal with his TNTs are looking really, really spot on. The micro there with the terrorist looking very, very spot on. I'm tempted to even check the replay and see how he's doing that with his number in them and all. See, he's got this on 2. Maybe he's got his terrorists on 1. His force fire on the ground. DoMiNaToR that gets detonated by Excal, but he's actually so fast this technical that the DoMiNaToR doesn't achieve anything. Excal now preparing his next wave. Got quads out. Shaye also got quads. And this tunnel here for Shaye is very, very late. This is the thing about map control. Like, if that tunnel would have been built ages ago whilst Excal was messing around in his base doing a fast TNT, then he would have control of this. So it's lack of expansion there from Shaye. Okay, TNT planted on here just in case, or booby trap rather, in case Shaye does manage to retake it, but I don't think he's retaking that position anytime soon. There's quite a few tunnels there. Technical now from Shaye, so finally some counter harassment. And that's killed 4 workers there already, probably even this next one. Now pushing in, but there's 3 technicals there for Excal, and he's at risk of giving Excal a super tech. He's going to at least deny this oil though, I think. So just one technical like that can just cause so much havoc. Killed 4 workers and denied an oil. Excellent. Is a scrap deny going to come in for Shaye? No, it's not. It's going to give him a super tech. Scrap deny way too late there. Excal's actually beaconed a tunnel. I think he thought it was a demo trap. That's why he beaconed it. Oil now being captured by Excal on this right hand side. And Excal is way, way, way ahead because he's on an extra supply. Shaye's about to run into some demo traps. And Excal's on the oil over there on the right. DoMiNaToR is on manual detonation there, and Excal now pops his arm. He's got super techs, and Shaye just quits there and then. And I feel that was a rage quit somehow.
You are victorious.
Really feel that was a rage quit. GG. Well played. 3-0 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next match. We've got Excal now in the bottom left of Canyon of the Dead. He's with the Gillet Vanilla. Up in the top right, we've got Shaye with the China Tank with the blue. So yeah, Shaye's really up against it. He is 3-0 down in the best of 13. So Excal just needs 4 more to win. He usually needs 7 in total. And Shaye needs 7 to win, of course. Just in case you, for some reason, struggled to work that out, which I'm sure you didn't. So I think this is winnable both ways. I think it's another balanced matchup. I don't think it's super balanced, but I do think it is balanced. This is a bit of an off supply, so whilst it may be cool to do it like that, so you can then expand over here and get another supply there later, or maybe this supply gets up quicker, I do think it's worth getting 2 perfect supplies, or at least trying to get as close to supply as possible. But this might be a super quick wall factory that will catch Excal off guard or something like that. Got a terrorist actually going towards the oil in case of a red guard there. No box on the workers, but of course you don't need to against China Tank. Truck here, is that going to get in? If it hugs this wall here, I think it can actually get in. But I think Excal is going to be notified. Ooh, he's going to get some workers actually. That's pretty nice. 3 workers and the distraction. I think that's already paid for itself. Terrorist here. Ooh, no, he's going to run into the flamer. That's painful. Oh, Flamer survives, but it's delayed, though. It's delayed. And this terrorist here is going to get denied. Yeah, so painful. When a unit just runs into a terrorist like that, it is painful. Technical now in the base. Dozer is hiding. It is Excal, so it does need to hide. One Dozer here. Tunnel being dropped off at the back here. And it's a tech RPG. I'm going to start harassing these trucks. One truck already gone down, and Shaye is going to let Excal get on a super tech, it looks like. Scrap denied there, but did he get his $1,200 back? I think he did. I can't be sure. He had $1,200 in the bank. He has to use a GAT there to scrap deny that. Tech RPG is going to continue to run around, and he's going to probably get this Dozer. Okay, another attack here from Excal. He's popped from this tunnel, and that is real bad news there for Shaye, because his last Dozer is now getting attacked, and Shaye just throws in the towel and quits. This is looking like a complete decimation, to be honest. I think not only is Excal really, really good, but I think you're seeing Shaye hit a bit of a mental block, or maybe is it the cap of his skill level? I don't know. I just think back to that first game on Farmlands the Fallen, where he was doing so well, but then, like, is it just a bit of a mental block? Like you forget what you're doing, or you just, is it lack of experience? You don't know what to make, the MIGs and stuff like that. And ever since that, has he just been like mentally not with it? Like, again, another bit of a premature quit there. Could he have carried on? Was it the strongest build order he just did there? I don't really think so. That supply was just a little bit too funky, and you see the supply difference. That probably part of that is due to the truck rush, and also the non-perfect supply placement. Would that be closer? I don't know. I'm not impressed with that level of tank there. I think he could have done. I think he could have done better. But yeah, nicely played from Excal. Very, very well played. And 4-0 is the score. Okay, so jumping into the next match, we've got Excal with the China tank in the purple color. Up in the top right of Canyon of the Dead. Down in the bottom left, we've got China. Sorry, not China. GLA Vanilla for Shaye. I was thinking vanilla. I was like, oh, what other vanillas are there? China Vanilla. These are the GLA Vanilla down in the bottom left with the blue. Got a fake barracks. Some people say, why do they do a fake barracks? Well, the reason is it builds in the exact same time as a real barracks by upgrading it. The fake one to a real, it upgrades exactly the same time as building a real one. But the difference is that your worker can be running around freely and get into a better position to build a tunnel and stuff like that. That's why. So, pretty much the same build order here from Shaye. This tunnel here is very, very questionable. Like, what even is that tunnel? What even is that tunnel? I don't know. I would say the tunnel needs to be here. Was he just really scared of a truck rush? Oh, I have no idea. What even is that tunnel? Excal is going for a truck rush on this left-hand side. There's a tunnel being built there, and Excal is going to go for the oil cap. Another barracks being dropped down here. I don't think a lot of players would expect a fast oil cap from the tank. I think most people would be expecting 2 supplies, 2 war factories. Get all the strong units out quick, because you've got cheap tanks, they're vetted. Maximize the power of tank early. And you see what I mean about this tunnel now? Like, because the lack of tunnel here, that would be helping kill this truck. And Shaye, for the most part, has just ran completely past it. And he's just going to, what? Bail on it. It's so weird, man. It's weird. And Excal's going to get 1 oil. This one's going to be chased away by the terrorist. It wasn't guard. He's lost 2 workers there as well. Tech RPG comes in. I don't know. Ooh, I think a terrorist there. I think a terrorist there has killed 2 trucks. Very, very nice indeed. So 2 trucks there hit. Airfield for Excal has now gone up. I'm expecting helixes maybe. Got a flamer as well, so maybe he could be getting napalm. Upgrade both of the units. Red Guard there is finally taking out the terrorist. Bit weird. But technical here for Shaye, and that Red Guard is going to get denied. This is looking pretty okay for Shaye, I think. I think this is his best chance at getting a game yet, because he's denied that second oil. So Excal's build order has barely paid for itself. I mean, it has probably paid for itself, but only getting 1 oil. I mean, the capture upgrade itself costs 1,000. You get the 1,000 bonus, which cancels each other out. But you've also invested in like a few Red Guard as well. So, and you got the Red Guard veterancy as well. I'm pretty sure. Helix now out for Excal, and we saw one technical run into them Gats. The Gats now chased away by this tunnel. Tech RPG comes in, and he's going to try and get the crush here, and I think he's going to get it. That's an amazing play there, and he almost kills the Helix with the mine detonation. Insane. This is not going well for Excal at all, actually. Flamer here pushes forward on this tunnel. There is a Scorpion out, and that Flamer is going to be cleared. Flamer here going to take out this tunnel, but it's going to be hull moded and going to be rebuilt. There's some more Red Guard here. He wants to get that oil in the artillery platform. A dozer here is at danger of going down, and there is another dozer back at home. Yeah, this is looking like Shaye's best chance so far, for sure. It's just like, I'm baffled by that tunnel placement. Maybe someone in the chat, someone in the comments rather, knows exactly why. Shaye likes building his supplies at weird angles, apparently. Helix now been loaded up. We've got a speaker tower Helix as well, so we've got 2 Helixes in total. And the Gats here are going to try and kill the quads, which will then allow the Helixes to come in and pick off the rest of the army. But that bunker is very, very fully loaded. And these Helixes are taking monstrous damage. Both Helixes there are extremely low. Going to have to now go back and repair. Meanwhile, the expansion has been denied. And Excal is just like a... it's just hiding in like this corner of the map. Yes, he's got 3 Helixes. He has no map control whatsoever. He's only a bit of forward map control is actually this oil, which could easily just go down. Shaye's actually evac'd a load of RPGs there. Is he just going to go and kill this oil? I think he is. Flaming denied. Oil has gone down for Excal. Shaye could get this bottom right oil. Definitely worth queuing up a rebel. Sending 2 rebels actually. Wants to get the artillery platform as well. Very, very quick. Helix is now moving forward, gaining some map control, but there's a lot of quads. Or actually only 2 quads, but it sounded like a lot because he's got the scrap there. And 1 Helix does go low. He's got some veterancy though. There's a Flamer now in Shaye's base, and I don't think Shaye has seen it, but the Flamer is already pretty low. 1 Scorpion is popped, and that Flamer should get stopped. But it's going to take a load of workers with it. Shaye's on low cash. He's spending it all. But yeah, building these things on an angle we've seen before definitely slows your collection rate down. I did a worker collection rate video. Building it on a weird angle like that slows you down from building a normal angle supply. Bunker there. I don't know if he got the $400 back or if he got killed by the Scorpions. But the Helix has come in, and there's a lot of quads here again. Helix almost going down. Gat here is going to be sent to his death. Shaye just holding this position, not expanding himself. Now pushing in and killing some trucks. And yeah, for the first time, Excal is looking like he could suffer a defeat here in this set. Shaye's remade a few workers there, not worth remaking loads. He's only got $800 left. Shaye is ready to capture this all in the platform, but I think he's only got like 4 workers here, and it's built on a weird angle, so I would even get a second supply, to be honest. I really would get a second supply going there. Quad cannon sent over here. He seems aware that there could be a Lotus, and there is. So you'll just have that on guard mode, and as soon as the Lotus starts to capture anything, then the quad will just get it down. So Yeah, Excal with the expensive helixes, he's got an Overlord out, but the problem is that there's a Palace up, so even if there's one Jarman, which well, there's only going to be one Jarman, but if there is a Jarman, that gets sniped, possibly take him for himself, but even if it just gets sniped... Ooh, Flamer here. That's the problem with expanding a supply that you're not 100% comfortable at holding. And what I always recommend to players is to actually drop down the tunnel and then the supply. Because exactly this has happened now. Excal continuing the push here. There's an ECM here with the Emperor. Flamers here are going to be engaged by these units, and both Flamers there will fall. Shaye way ahead in terms of the XP. Shaye now on an oil and an artillery platform. Of course, Excal's died earlier. But yeah, Shaye's going to need that Jarman. Where is the Jarman? We've got a battle bus actually for Shaye.
A warrior has fallen.
Shaye's actually popped some stuff and he's taking out the army. Here's the Jarman, snipes the Overlord, and meanwhile Excel's actually clearing out some of the map. But this bunker, another very full bunker here for Shaye. Actually only 3 minutes, 3 RPGs. Flamer does clear it out. Did seem like a lot when they fired. And yeah, Shaye looking very, very strong here. I don't think the build order for Excal paid off here. I think 2 supplies, 2 war factories might have been stronger. But if it had got both oils and took, I mean, that terrorist that killed them 2 trucks in the beginning all kind of added up because he got an oil denied and them 2 trucks died. And that set Excal back quite a bit. Excal now moving in with the helixes, take out a tank and a tunnel. Another supply being dropped down here now by Shaye. Artillery for Excal, and that could be a very, very nice hit indeed. I don't know if he's hit on the tunnel or the bunker, but whatever it hits, it's going to be pretty good. Kills tunnels, this army can't retreat now. It's looked like a mine drop, and that's very good for splitting up this army, because where is this army going to go now? Helix has actually decided to go straight into the base, and this tunnel now in danger of going down. But yeah, the problem is now that Shaye's evac'd his whole tunnel. He's not really able to defend at home. He is making more quads though. He's got 4 out in total back at home. And these helices probably... Yeah, I want to think about going out now. Excal's taking the lead now in terms of XP. Every tunnel you kill, I think, is 100 XP. Excal now moving in, picking off the battle bus. That is a very, very nice pick off indeed. Battle bus does get hull moded. Will be rebuilt. Scorpion tank very low there. Shaye getting the bounty money now, we can see, because he's level 3. He's dropping down some stingers. I heard 1 helix went down as well. Yeah, 1 helix has gone down. That battle bus has been cleared. 3rd helix has been rebuilt, and Excal at risk of losing his dozer. Of course, he's got a CC because we already heard the artillery. And this army's now moving in, and I don't really know if Excal can defend this. This is going to be a really hard push to deal with. Power plant there going down. Getting some veterancy. These quads are also going to get the benefit from the speaker tower and the Emperor. And Excal frozen the towel. GG. Nothing he could do. So Shaye gets himself on the board. 4-1 is the score. Okay, so jumping into the next game, we've got Excal now down in the south of the USA Air Force in the purple color. Up in the north of liquid gold, we've got Shaye with the GLA Stealth in the blue. Now, this is an interesting one because there was a tournament recently. I can't remember exactly. It wasn't Nerosk's tournament. There was some tournament where you had to choose your favorite matchup. And what tournament was that? It was like the round robin tournament, I think. Or like, no, it started with the group stage. Remember I played HSN? And it was on Snowy Drought, my map. Mine was like Laser versus GLA or something. Well, Excal's map and matchup was Stealth versus Air on Liquid Gold. So he's not only very confident in it because he's clearly chosen that matchup and that map. But yeah, like this will suit Excal down to the ground. Stealth versus air, like he typically would win with the stealth and with the air. He knows exactly what to do. Shaye's very good though, and he knows also what he's doing. He's gone for 2 barracks, which is, I think, is exactly the same build order that I would do if I was going on this map. Probably exactly the same as what Shaye is doing now. He's sending the rebels all into the right places and not going for that second supply, but is sending a worker there ready to get it if he wants to. Excal went for 2 barracks, and he's going for the oils himself. The Shaye's first technical probably wants to go across the map and try and deny as many oils as possible, because at the moment Excal's going to get 3. Shaye's going to get 3 as well, but he's actually forgotten to click on this one. Mistake he probably can't afford to be making here. Those are actually runs forward here. There's a bit of a risk, because if there was a hijacker there... could say maybe there's not a hijacker because he's done a drone. Yeah, sending a dozer forward like that, you're against stealth. If there was a hijacker, you'd be given stealth free power, basically. Nice force fire there on the explosive barrels. Does kill the ranger. This oil is going to be captured for himself, and I think Shaye's in an okay position. But the problem is, Air Force on a few oils and 2 supplies. Oh man, it's a strong army to deal with. Shaye wants to get on like 3 arms dealers as fast as possible, and he needs 6 workers here minimum. And he's like, yeah, 2 or 3 arms dealers, quads, and technical spam. 1V gets picked off there. Very, very nice indeed. Shaye has this oil. He's going to get this one as well, it looks like. I think this building here is worth repairing for sure, because if you fail to hold this area, then your whole main base is going to be exposed. Still not enough workers there on his main. This bunker here is going to get cleared. Excal's now dropping down the strategy center. Doesn't have that many Vs out. Only got like 3 Vs out, but he has got these buildings over here on the right hand side. And 3 oils. So, I mean, Air Force is in a really strong position. Both players in quite a strong position. Shaye only on 3 workers there is a huge mistake. Excal, I think, is going to lose this oil. Doesn't seem interested in defending it just yet. He's sending his Vs now, but I think it's already too late. But these buildings desperately need to be repaired. You need to fill all of these buildings to stop Excal pushing through, because if he finds a way through to the base, that's going to be GG. Shaye could just send that rebel forward just to scout and stuff like that. Excal's gonna have search and destroy Vs, and he's got a strong V army as well, but none of these buildings are occupied just yet. I think that is a big, big mistake. Second arms that are only just going up. Seems a bit late. I remember that oil was late as well. Only 2 workers here as well. And making mainly quad cannons against Vs. I mean, size makes it work a lot of the time. That's size. How are you going to engage search and destroy Vs now? I suppose he was probably scared of like a combat Chinook or something like that. That's probably what it was. But I think a mixture of technicals, maybe like 80% technicals, 20% quads would have been a better composition. Because now Shaye's at risk of losing his entire base. This whole area here is going to get cleaned up, and it's pretty much only just been established. Shaye's going to counter-attack, actually, with his quads and RPGs, which I don't think is a bad idea. Excal's sending in another V army over there to defend. It's terrorist here, so Excal will need to be careful, but he is paying attention. So Shaye taking big damage here, and this is the last thing you want. Search and destroy V's running around in your base. Excal is taking some counter damage as well, though. Carpet bomb comes in, but look if it kills anything, really. Doesn't kill absolutely anything. Another Chinook there taken out. Was that a mistake from Excal leaving these Chinooks around? This counterattack actually doing okay damage, but the question is, like, all the damage Shaye is taking in return for this. Has it been worth it? I don't know. It's looking like quite an even game. It's just this army here is the problem. That is the problem. Shaye continuing with the counter-attack. Shaye trailing behind in terms of XP. Excal already level 3. Going to take down the main supply. He's now got enough workers, but now they're all going to start dying to the Spectre. Also not enough workers here. Shaye continuing the push with the search history Vs. Once again are going to pick off these quads with relative ease. This V army from the back continues to pick off Shaye's stuff, and this supply here is going to go down. Supply here for Excal also going down though. It's a bit of a base trade, bit. Shaye does have extra supplies lying around. He's rebuilding that supply. Excal's getting so much XP though from all the building kills that he's been getting inside of Shaye's base. Excel's taking damage on these Vs and doesn't have an ambulance. Not going to repair super quickly. He does the battle drone though. And Shaye targeting down this weak V. He does get it, but he loses every single quad in the process. And Excal, meanwhile, has got loads of veterancy here on these Vs, continuing the push. Tunnel established here. Still not enough workers, man. Every time I look, he's not collecting on enough workers. Even here, he's only collecting on 4. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with Shaye. I think he's a little bit maybe mentally overwhelmed or something. You need to be having 6 or 7 workers on all your supplies, especially at this point in the game when you're floating all this cash. And then with all that extra cash you're going to be making, then investing in more and more units. That's basically what you need to be doing. But now he needs to go into survival mode at the moment because Excal's just clearing up everything. Another supply being dropped down by Excal. He's floating a little bit of cash himself. He's got 3 Chinooks over here. Could be collecting from the mid or from over here where he's cleared. He's dropping down another supply over here. But I don't think Excal knows about this sneaky tunnel or this one. This is going to have a nasty shock now. He's going to lose another Chinook here. Nice pick off there from Shaye. Nice creep forward with the tunnels. Very, very nice indeed. And the whole army there for Shaye has been wrecked once again. Just look at the XP difference. And you are expecting an XP difference similar to that, but maybe not as extreme. You're expecting Shaye to do a little bit more, I would say. And yeah, we'd expect more Vs to go down because there was a complete lack of technicals completely in the beginning of the game. Shaye is now on buggies. That's going to give him a good chance actually against the Vs. He has expanded to a supply over here. And yeah, he's still definitely in the game then with the buggies because they can chip away at these Vs all day long. But are there just too many buggies at this point? Shaye is not on that much cash anymore. Ranger there is taking down a tunnel. But this tunnel has been left here from Excal. Can he even see that? Yeah, he can, but he's just left it. Is Excal going back over there now? Yeah, he has seen it now. Almost killed his own V. Spectre gunship coming in probably on the main supply or on market. Shaye actually pops his army. It's the market that's going to be going down, and he does not have the workers' shoes just yet. He's finally collecting on enough workers here. He's dropped down a supply back here. Carpet bomb coming in on the supply. Going to kill a load of workers there as well. It's a shame because just at the point where there's enough workers, then they get carpet bombed. Massive V army now moving in for Excal. He's on more money than Shaye right now. He's got double the amount of cash in the bank. And this palace at risk of going down. Buggies to engage. Pick off 1 V. Palace does go down. Excal's expanding over here on the right hand side. Combat Chinook now being prepared. Now that there's a lack of quads. But there are still 3 quads. No AP ammo though. And no workers' shoes. And Excal is just clearing up everything. It's as simple as that. Excal's got all the control on the bunkers. He's killed all the oils. He's getting a fire base. He's got a 3rd supply over there on the right. Does he have... Yeah, his supply lines upgrade. Very, very nice upgrade indeed. Supply lines upgrade actually increases the oil production by 10%. You see it's getting 220 rather than 200. Not a lot of people know that. Did he start force firing his own oil then? I thought I heard the rebel start shooting. He did, didn't he? I didn't imagine that. Interesting. I think he was trying to deny the XP or something. But I don't think you get XP from an oil kill anyway. Actually, support powers are weird in general. Some of them you get XP from, and some of them you don't. Like China Carpet and China Artillery, I can't remember. One of them gives you XP and one of them doesn't. Excal not on any tow upgrade. I would definitely get it now if he's not building any more Vs. But he doesn't like the tow upgrade in general, I think. There are a decent-ish amount of buggies out. Still collecting on enough workers back here. Excal's level 5 and floating 13k. Combat Schnooks are out and everything is getting cleared up here. This is a complete obliteration here of Shaye. Combat Schnooks moving in and that army would have died. Shaye frozen in the towel, GG. I think, is Shaye mentally done at this point? Is Excal just too strong in general? That is one of Excal's best matchups, I think, because he chose it in the past tournaments. So, yeah, interestingly, money collected. Look at that. Almost identical. Literally, what, $600 more or $550 more for Shaye? Very, very interesting indeed. 5-1 is the score. Okay, so jumping into the reverse, we've got Excal now with the Agility Stealth in the purple. Interested to see what composition Excal will be making here. I think there'll be a lot of technicals and then with quads mixed in. That's what I'd be thinking. But is Excal going to do the same? Let's see if he can show us how it is done. We've got Shaye down in the south with the blue USA Air Force. Shaye in a bad way. 5-1 down. He can only afford to lose one more. And then he's on... and then he's basically can't afford to lose any more at all. So yeah, if Excal wins 2 now, he is through to the grand finals, where he will face off against... I'm not going to tell you, actually. It's just in case you're watching these in the wrong order. I won't tell you. Did I already spoil it already? I don't know. Maybe I've already spoiled it. No, I don't think I have, you know. I don't think I have spoiled it. Shaye's going for a drop here. Can't really say I like this build order. I don't know, man. He's gone for 2 supplies. I think an oil boom here is good all round. He's trying to mix things up. This worker here does get denied. Excal's done a fake arms there. He's going for an oil build himself. 2 barracks. Pretty much the same build order that Shaye went for. And the tunnels are in the same position as well. So, I think the opening is the same. Shaye is getting control of these bunkers. Might deny this one here as well. So yeah, maybe this build order is okay actually, because you're denying Excal the build order he's going for, which is going for the oil cap. This one will get captured. But nothing Shaye could do about that. I know it's only minor, but with that ranger, you could start force firing the oil just while you're chilling there doing nothing. Tech RPG going to drop off some units inside of this building. These V's going to continue to push forward though, but they don't want to overstay their welcome too long, because if enough technicals come out, they will get overwhelmed. Excal is slowly getting the oil, so he's got this one now. He's got this one. Shaye's really trying to deny things here on this left-hand side, but not really having that much success, and there's too many technicals here now, I feel. That's what I mean about overstaying your welcome. And now both V's there are going to go down. That's what happens if you hang around for too long. Excal trolling her a bit here, I think. He really is. That is definitely trolling, I think. Building a supply that close. 100%. I think Excal getting a bit confident now. Now that it's 5-1. I think he's probably confident going into this anyway. But now extremely confident, dropping down a supply like that. I mean, he does have tunnels here, I suppose. Shaye's even lost a V here. Quits. Shaye is looking like he's done here, to be honest. 6-1 is the final... Well, not the final score, but 6-1 is the score to date, let's say, or to this time. 6-1 indeed. Okay, jumping into the next match, we've got Sand Scorpion. Down in the bottom right, we have Excal with the purple super weapon general. Up in the top left, we have Air Force for Shaye with the blue. When you're 6-1 down and it's random reverse, the last thing you want is an air versus super weapon. Because whilst you may win this one, it's super imbalanced. Air Force should win every time. Whilst you may win this one, like how are you going to win the reverse is the question. And if you can't afford to lose any more, Shaye, you got one more loss and you are out of the World Series. You'll be fighting for 3rd place instead of 1st place. Okay, Shaye coming in with a drop. There is an EMP here though, so does need to be careful. Excal with a massive drop. Shaye dropping off his stuff in the mid. It's 2 missile defenders. I mean, what is that really gonna do? Excal with a big drop inside of Shaye's base. There's a couple of dozers here, so Excal needs to be careful where he drops off, because otherwise... could get crushed. But yeah, he drops off far enough away. Okay, lays lock on the Chinook here, and the Chinook is pulled pretty late. Does take a little bit of damage. Excal not on flashbangs just yet. Shaye on the capture upgrade. Excal on the capture upgrade as well. Lays lock comes in on this Chinook, and this Chinook's pulled late as well, and that one is going down. This is not looking good for Shaye, considering the matchup here. I think being 6-1 down though, the mental damage might already be done. So yeah, maybe that's why we're seeing this kind of a start here at least. I mean, if Excal captures that, like, what are we even watching here? Okay, V out at the last moment does deny it, and he's coming in with the crush. One doze there's been picked off. The V now has moved in, and everything is getting cleared up. The V's going very low, actually. Excal, meanwhile, has 2 oils. The Shaye has stabilized. Another Chinook has been made. I wouldn't even mind another 1 or 2 Chinooks to be collecting from here. Excal doing a good job at getting the oils. It looks like he will get that one. This Ranger here for Shaye is going to be denied. Shaye only collecting still on 1 supply. Excal's the 1 on 3 Chinooks. 2 Vs pushing on this left-hand side. I'm going to meet 2 Vs here for Shaye as well. Shaye got the veterancy though. 1 Ranger dropped off. A couple of missile defenders. Actually, a few missile defenders. 1 V there gets picked off for Excal. Lays lock here for Excal on the Vs. Lays lock from Shaye. V's going down on almost both sides. And Shaye is going to come out on top in that engagement. Yeah, he needs to expand to a 2nd supply, or at least make a few more Chinooks. Definitely. I actually think it's more efficient to just build 2 Chinooks rather than the extra supply. That's what I think. Because these crates don't last forever, there's no point making a 2nd Chinook on that. It's like a $3,200 investment. And one of these crates is only 3.7k. So it's basically pretty much all of 1 crate eating up and building the supplies. There's a combat Chinook out now, so these Vs are at risk of going down. Where is the combat Chinook heading to, though? Oh, okay. Comes in, picks off 2 Vs. Very, very nice indeed. But laser lock here on Shaye's own Vs. One is going to go down. One is super low. Combat Chinook. Just chilling over here now. But there's EMP here for Excal. Laser lock on these Vs again. Very, very nice laser lock, and a lack of movement there from Shaye. I don't know if Shaye's just not 100% with it today, but he's just losing units for nothing sometimes. Now, every single V has gone down now. All played there from Excal. Strategy Center now being deployed by Excal as well. And yeah, this is going awfully close, considering that F4 should be wrecking the super weapon here. But he's now moving in for Shaye. But the evac here from Excal. Considering how fast his TNTs were before in that demo mirror, his laser locks like that one wasn't quite as quick. Maybe it's just due to the numbering or something like that. Hold the line, and an airfield going up. Airfield going up for Shaye as well. But yeah, we're going to have Auroras versus Raptors, it looks like, which is very, very unusual in this matchup. Excal's collecting on 3 Chinooks, but only on 1 supply. He needs to put 2 of the Chinooks on these 2. Shaye did make 4 Chinooks in the end. I think even pulling one of them at this point and collecting from there would be a decent idea. Because, yeah, very soon this is going to mine out. This is going to be there for the whole game. You're probably going to be able to collect it safely for the whole game. But are you going to be able to collect from these safely the whole game? You would say no. Okay, these missile defenders here are expected to go down, I think. Excal's still on 2 oils, whereas Shaye is on 2 as well, actually, because he's got this middle one. Shaye just needs to be careful. He's at risk of losing at least 1 more V, I think. And again, he's just not paying attention. Where is Shaye looking? He's in here with a Raptor, actually. He's still not paid attention there. He's in here with the Raptor looking for the Dozer, I think. Let's get the Dozer, but there's another one back here. Now, the problem is that Raptor will go down to the EMPs. Oh, he tried to target the rest of the missiles on this Aurora, but the Aurora is now out. And where is that going to hit? He tries to get the Dozer. Was the most delayed explosion I've ever seen. Doesn't get it, and the Aurora does go down. That would have been a nice hit, actually, because you would have hunted Shaye. Would that have been the last Dozer for Shaye? I think it would have. Raptor for Shaye coming in again. I think you need him in pairs, though, because these EMPs are actually scarily strong. Okay, this oil's going to go down. Yeah, I think you need the Raptors in pairs. Like, get 2, and then these pretty much will never be able to break through 2. Okay, he's got a carpet bomb. Where's that going to hit? And power. He's going to hit the power. Your power goes down, but he's got another one. Excal's got an Avenger out. He's got a CC up now as well, so he can't get hunted anymore. Shaye's still looking to come in with these Raptors, I think. Aurora there. He's actually force-fired the ground next to it, so the explosion definitely detonates. But the oil survives. Raptor's now coming in, and once again, Raptor's sent in singly, and he pays the price that time. And Raptor actually got shot down there by the EMP. But that oil either way has been picked off, and Shaye's on a 1 oil lead, and he's selecting from over here now with this extra supply. Now you could probably talk about selling that one, I think. Fire base going up over here. Colonel Burton here, and that's going to wreck the Aurora, surely. Yeah, what a beast. That Colonel Burton's been a hero, actually, because he's killed an oil. Oh my... What? Wow. Wow. I didn't expect him to kill 3 Vs and the Aurora. I did not expect that. I suppose his Vet 2 Colonel Burton is super strong against the Vs without the tow upgrade. Excal doesn't like the tow. And the TNT even planted on the airfield. Colonel Burton versus Colonel Burton, though, is going to be interesting. Okay, he's been scanned. Vet 0 versus Vet 2. Vet 0 comes out on top. Raptors. Oh, what's he done? Did he just click guard at the last minute or attack move? I think he attacked moved. What the? What is this control from Shaye? This is not 100% Shaye. Surely this is not 100% Shaye. Either he's mentally broken or he's just playing bad today or something. But yeah, this is too weird now. This is just getting too weird. Okay, 4 Raptors now from Shaye. Aurora from Excal. What is he doing? Okay, I think he attack moved. I think he shot another drone, but he attack moved to try and kill the Aurora. I think that's what he did. Or guard moded the air or something. But he keeps shooting down drones with the Raptors. 12 minutes in and an air versus super weapon. This should not really be happening. But Excal is somehow making it work. But yeah, Shaye has taken over all the map, though. It's certainly looking like Shaye's going to get the win here. But I do worry if he took this long to get the win with air, how is he going to do when he plays super weapon? Don't know. I really don't know. Aurora's doing good damage. It's like playing against General Alexander in the campaign mode where she's got Avengers and EMPs just scattered all over the map. In challenge mode or campaign or whatever it is. Yeah, challenge mode. Spectre gunship coming in and I think them Raps are dead. Devastating. Whoa. Whoa, baby. I think that explains that explains Shaye's tournament here against Excal. 1v alive is 1 win and 6v's dead. That explains it. Nice support powers here though. Carpet bomb, Spectre. Ooh, mistake there from Excal. Should have kept that flying. 2k lost. I think he was controlling the A10. A10 is coming in now. There's so many Raps out. It's really like Malcolm Granger against General Alexander in a challenge mode, a new challenge mode. A10 there is going to fail because most of the missiles there got deflected by the PDLs. A10 there takes out the power plant. There's another one over here though. Okay, yeah, if there was a time to guard mode or whatever he's been doing, attack move or guard mode, that was the time to do it. I mean, Shaye's probably got enough Raptors to win the game now. Oh, but it's really crazy the game has lasted this long. 15-minute air versus super weapon. When's the last time you saw one of them? Certainly not on my channel, I don't think. I mean, is Shaye in any kind of rush now? Is he just like, just knows he's won, just going to sit back? Does he need to push in? Because there's Aurora's out, he could just lose all of his Vs. I think the Vs just need to be scattered around the map, to be honest, so when the Auroras do shoot, they lose their life as well. Getting a button over here. Excal thinking about collecting from there, but potentially a bad idea. But it does distract the fire of the Aurora, though. Aurora comes in and kills 2 Vs. Very, very nice indeed. Auroras are being put to good use. But yeah, Shaye's got to be thinking, hang on a minute. This is air against super weapon. What the hell's going on here? He has to be thinking that. She loses 1 oil. He's got so many wraps over here, though. Why doesn't he, like, come in and pick off the strat? Or come in and pick off the dozer strat and a couple of buildings just to get his XP up and stuff like that? Why is he just circling around? Or is he just simply just not in any kind of rush? He doesn't know where the Avengers are? Something like that? I don't know. Even Colonel Burton is single-handedly wrecking everything, apparently. He's even escaped. Shaye doesn't seem to be on his case. Okay, Rap's now finally coming in. Maybe now got the scout. And he's now coming in, picking off all the buildings. Strategist, and it goes down. Pretty much every building there for Excal has gone down in 1 strike. I just don't know why he didn't do that 5 minutes earlier, because then Raps were just chilling there. So yeah, Shaye scrapes by with an air versus super weapon victory. But how is he going to do in the reverse? Okay, so jumping into the reverse, we've got Excal with the USA Air Force in the purple top left of the map. Sand Scorpion is the map. Got Shaye down in the bottom right with the super weapon in the blue. Fighting for his tournament survival, fighting for a space in the grand finals. He cannot afford any more losses. He needs to win 4 just to equalize, and then a 5th to actually win. Whereas Excal just needs 1 more game. Is Excal going to do a combat Chinook? Is he going to do double barracks opening and get the oils and stuff like that? I think a double barracks is okay. He's actually gone for a he's actually gone for double supply. And some missile defenders. Is he going to drop though? Okay, he's going to drop and then send some rangers what? Into the back of his base. Big drop coming from Shaye. I wonder if he's watched the replay again and copying a build like he did on Farmlands of the Fallen, it looks like. Okay, drop moving into the back, and this Chinook is at risk of going down. If Shaye's Chinook movement isn't on point, that is going to go down. Gets laser up pretty fast. Does get pulled though pretty fast as well. And Excal has a few missile defenders inside of the base, so this Chinook here is going to go down. Yep, that's gone down. That's a really awful loss there. Laser lock comes in on Excal Chinooks though as well, but it does get moved. Point defense lasers deflecting most of the missiles, but does go down regardless though. Shaye's not firing with half of his army, and that's the missile. It's the missile defenders firing, but not the rangers. And it's the rangers that actually need to be shooting. And Excal could get the crush here. Ooh, he is going to go in for the crush, and I think some units there are going to go down. He's just going to go mainly for the rangers, I think, because then it allows these rangers here to do the clear up. And Excal, meanwhile, is going for a dozer hunt. He's going to get 1 dozer. Is that him hunted, though? I think it might be him hunted. I can't see any more dozers out. And Excal, meanwhile, has 2 supplies, 3 Chinooks. He's getting an airfield. Shaye, meanwhile, is getting 1 oil. Drop comes back into the base. And yeah, Shaye is hunted. He's only on $25 to his name. Now 1,025 because he's got 1 oil. He's going to get this one by the looks of things. Drop coming in. He's going to try and go for the dozer hunt himself, but Excal moves his dozer and gets the crush. And Shaye, I think that is it. Like, what has Shaye got? Doesn't have anything. Once that airfield is up, that's it. Yeah, GG. Well played. Shaye is out, and Excal is through to the grand final. So if you didn't watch Fargo versus Google yet, absolutely epic set, a stunning set, bit of controversy in there as well, loads of action. Go and watch that and figure out who's going to be in the grand final. Excal versus the winner of that one. So yeah, going to be an absolutely epic grand finals. I'm going to be streaming it live as well. Probably going to be something like next weekend. So yeah, let me know if you're looking forward to it in the comments. GG. Well played to Excal here. Absolute domination. And yeah, unlucky to share your fight for 3rd place. So well played, and see you in the next one.